The coffee is black, the robot is very, very frisky, and I'd like to welcome you to the Friday, August 29th edition of Modeling Blog Daily, where Bill just kind of rants with a cup of joe. And today I'm going to rant on a model I built earlier and did a video on the YouTube with, I called Lego Flying Machine. It's a marvelous model. It's my own design, and I wanted to make sure you knew how to build it if you wanted to build it. First of all, I have done this model in the Kinex before. If you go on the YouTube and search my Bill's Creations for Inventor's New Flying Machine, you shall see a similar machine that I built with the Kinex, and it's similar in that it goes up and down. There's actually two versions of this. This is the single version. There's a duplex version as well with two wings. This was the very first one that I've done, and as you can see, I've been wanting in a big way to redo this one in the Lego. It's always more difficult to do these kind of models in Lego. The Kinex model construction sets are designed for the roller coasters and for the amusement kind of rides by the nature of the way they are put together. With this one, I had to be rather creative. First of all, I did this with a Dactyl educational set. If you have one of these Dactyls, you can build it. All you're going to have to do is add yourself a connector like that. Everything else you have in the set. The only exception on the model I show you before, you only get one of these big pulleys. See those big pulleys in the Dactyl set, but you could easily put your large gear right there in lieu of the pulley. The big thing about this was you needed wings that flapped. And you needed gears that geared. So what I decided to do, I had to go from holes on one side to holes at a 90-degree angle. If you look closely, you'll see what I did. I'm going to zoom in here. Those are two 90-degree connectors. You go in one side and it'll come out the other. You can bend them any way you want. I put two of them in there for the sturdiness and support, and then I attached my other rod. What that did, that gave me this beam. I could then put a rod through there and get me the flexibility that I want. The second trick with a model like this, you need the seat to be level as it goes up and down. Well, I added a rubber band from, by the way, you do not get this in the Dactyl kit, nor the rubber bands. I added another rubber band right there just to give it just to make it want to go 90 degrees and stay there. Otherwise it would favor one side or the other. So in fact, that is a trick. The third thing, once you get the beam laid out, let me just lay this down a little bit so you can see. See, there's one long beam, see, and then I added several additional beams. It's really just for to get the wing effect. I decided to add these these at the end just because I had them and they look kind of cool. And then I put the red in as filler for the wing. And I personally think the result is startling. It looks like an inventor riding a flying machine on a wing. And he's kind of, see how he's kind of jerking around a little bit? See him jerking? Well, that in a sense is by design. I decided to go with one gear on one side because I wanted it to be a little jerky, because this is a kind of a contraption. You say, well, what are these little things here? Well, I needed, whenever you put like this beam right here, see this beam, I needed to connect it securely to this plate. Well, to do so, I had to put two spacer beams, the flats in there, and that gives it just enough width so you can put the dowels in. Well, that's the same with over here. I needed two to build it up to that level, and that's all I had left of those. And here I had a couple more of these left, so I used. I don't do this on purpose, guys. Just for the thrill of seeing my robot die. I really forget to punch. You got to punch this button after 6.5 minutes, or he dies. And I got so carried away in my presentation, I forget to punch the button, so the poor robot just goes to sleep. In this case, he died. Anyhow, since I only did it on one side, it kind of jerks a little bit, and I think it, see it's kind of jerking a little bit. I think it's charming. I absolutely think it's charming. A wonderful model to build. It's made of conventional parts. I decided to put my inventor up there just because on the original inventor's new flying machine, that's who I had. And he has the high sign, and I think it's a wonderful model. Bill and Red, and a very sleepy robot wish for you and yours a wonderful weekend to come. And my robot says, "Good riddance, Bill. Get the dickens out of here." We'll see you guys.